Hello students, welcome back to our remaining part of the section factorization. Today we can discuss the topic division of algebraic expression. What is the topic? Division of algebraic expressions. So last class we discussed about how to factorize an algebraic expression. So expression how can be factorized using identities and splitting middle terms. These all things we practice very well. Now today we can discuss division of algebraic expression. For example, actually you know about the natural numbers division, then 56 divided by 8. We know that the division, we know the multiplication, so that we know how to solve this. Then 56 by 8 equal to 7. The same way we can divide the algebraic expressions. So for that you know how to add and subtract like terms. The same things we can continue here. So for example, 6x cube divided by 2x square. 6x cube divided by 2x square. First we can factorize the given terms. Two terms are there. Two expressions are there. 6x cube and 2x square. First we can factorize the given term into irreducible terms. 6x cube how can be divided? How can we factorize? This we can factorize 3 into 2 into x into x. 6x cube we can written as 3 into 2 into x into x into x. What about 2x square? 2x square we can written as 2 into x into x. 2 into x into x. So this way we can factorize the given terms. Given terms we can factorize irreducible terms. After that we can rewrite these things. 6x cube divided by 2x square we can rewritten as 3 into 2 into x into x into x, all divided by 2 into x into x. So we know the cancellation x. When we multiplication, these all things are multiplication, then only we can cancel the numerator and the denominator. Always you have to remember, if it is any addition, 3 plus 2 plus x plus, if like that way come, we can't divide. If it is multiplication, even numerator and denominator is in the case of multiplication, the product written as the terms written as the product of something. These are the product. Product means multiplication. Even it is multiplication, we can cancel these two terms. Any other things is there? X and x we can cancel. Then 2 and 2 we can cancel. What are the remaining terms? 3 and x. The answer is equal to 3 into x is 3x. Do you understand? First we have to factorize the given terms into irreducible terms. After that we have to divide. So for another example, minus 20x raised to 4 divided by 10x square. minus 20x raised to 4 divided by 10x square. 10x square. So how can we write that? First we can divide, we can factorize minus 20x raised to 4 into irreducible factors, which means we have to factorize that thing. So 20 we can, how can we write that? 10 minus into 10 into 2 into x into x into x into x, that is x raised to 4 is there. So we can write as x into x into x into x. How can we write 20 into 10 into 2? Because we know that the denominator consists of 110, so that we can consider that like that way. So here denominator 10 into x into x. Do you get this? Minus 10 into 2 into x into x into x into x. There is 4x, x raised to 4 is there. So we have to consider that x raised to 4. 4x we have to consider. The denominator consists of 2x and 10. So we can write as 10 into x. So it is multiplication. So we can cancel these things. This x and this x. 10 and 10 we can cancel. After that, minus of 2 into x into x. 2 into x into x. So the answer is minus 2x square. Minus 2x square. Minus 2x square. So do you understand how to solve the number? So the algebraic expressions. So another example. Seven x square y square z square divided by 14x y z. 14x y z. 14x y z. So first we can factorize the numerator. 7 into x square x into x, y square is y into y, z square is z into z. Okay, denominator by all divided by 14. 14 how can we write? 7 into 2, 7 into 2 into x into y into z. So we know we can factorize. Factorize means we have to write as the product of the factors. So 14 x into y into z. So what are the common things we can cancel? The numerator and denominator. 7 and 7 cancel. 1x from numerator and 1x from denominator. 1y from numerator, 1y from denominator. 1z from numerator, 1z from denominator. So denominator consists only 2. The numerator consists of x, y and z by 2. The answer is x, y, z all divided by 2. So do you get x, y, z divided by 2? Okay. So we can do some examples from the exercise. 28x raised to 4. 28x raised to 4 divided by 56x. 28x raised to 4 divided by 56x. So we can write 28x raised to 4 by 56x equal to 28 into how many times we have to write the x? 4 times. So that is x into x into x into x divided by 56. How can we factorize? 2 into 28 because 28 into 2. Why we consider 28 into 2? Because we have a 128 in the numerator, 128 in the denominator, then we can easily cancel. So that we can write into x. Into x. Then 28 and 28 we can cancel. X and 1x we can cancel. The remaining things are x into x into x. That is x cube by 2. Because here 3x are there. X into x into x. X cube by 2. Got it? So next question. (34) x cube y cube z cube by 51 x y square z cube. So the question is 34 x cube y cube z cube by 51 into x y square z cube. So we can factorize the given terms. I think 17 into 2 is 34. 17 into 2 is 34. X into x cube we can write as x into x into x, y cube y into y into y, z cube z into z into z. all divided by how can we factorize 51? According to numerator, we have to factorize the denominator, or denominator according to denominator we can factorize the numerator. I think 51 we can write as 17 into 3, 17 into 3, that is into x into y square y into y, z cube z into z into z. After factorizing this way, we can easily cancel. So you can see that 17 and 17 we can cancel. 1f from the denominator and 1 from the numerator. 2y's from the denominator we can cancel from the numerator, and all 3 z's. Look here, all 3 z's we can cancel from numerator to denominator. So the answer is remaining portions we have to consider 2x into x and 1y. The numerator consists of 2x square into y, and the denominator consists of 3, only 3. Then other all things we cancelled. So the denominator is 3. The answer is 2x square y by 3. 2x square y by 3. Got it? 2x square y by 3. So next question. This is simple factorization. Only one term consists in the numerator. Only one term consists in the numerator. That type of questions we practice. Now we can discuss two terms in the numerator and one term is the denominator. How can we cancel that things? So we can practice that type of questions. So example, 5x square minus 6x divided by 3x. So in this type of questions, very carefully listen, because it is inside the bracket means this is we can consider as one expression. If it is two expression, no, we can consider it as two terms are included, but we have to consider this is an expression, one expression. So the one expression consists of two terms. So that we have to take the factors means we have to take the common factor from the both, we have to take outside the common factor. So here is the common factor. What is the common factor? First we can factorize that 5x square. 5 into x minus 6 into x. That is the numerator. Denominator we have to consider. Denominator we can consider 3 into x. What we can take commonly from the numerator? This is here one x is there, here one x. Only one x we can take outside. So x we take outside. Then inside the bracket 5 and x. 5x minus 1 6 is there. That 6 we have to consider. Then divided by 3 into x. Which means one factor common factor we take. How we take common factor outside? Then firstly we factorize the given terms. After that we consider the common factors from these two terms. That thing only one x is the common for both terms. Only one x is common for both terms. So that x we take outside. Only one x is common for both terms. That x we take outside. Then remaining terms we consider inside the bracket. That is 5x minus 6. 5x minus 6. Divided by 3 into x. So it is x into, then we know that even it is multiplication, we can cancel the numerator and denominators. Then the remaining part is 5x minus 6 by 3. The answer is 5x minus 6 by 3. So another example, this type of another question we can practice. Three y raised to 8 minus 4 y raised to 6 plus 5 y raised to 4 all divided by y raised to 4. Y raised to 4 we can write. So from this, no need to write no need to expand the given terms. From this we can write the highest power of Before that, we must consider the coefficients. Any coefficient is common for these three terms. First, we have to think the numerator. Any common coefficient is them, because this 3, 4, 5, they have no common factor. We know that these are the natural numbers that have no common factors, 3, 4, 5. That is consecutive natural numbers. There is no common factors that natural numbers. But in the algebraic variable consists of y raised to 8, y raised to 6, y raised to 4. So what is the maximum power we can take from that? You can 6, here is y raised to 8, here is y raised to 6. Can I take y raised to 8? When we consider y raised to 8, at that time here is only y raised to 6. Here is only y raised to 4. When we consider y raised to 6, here we have, but here is only y raised to 4. Then what is the maximum we can take from that maximum power? I think y raised to 4. Okay, y raised to 4 we can take as the common term from there, y raised to 4. Then from y raised to 4, then we take a remaining is y raised to 4, 3 y raised to 4 minus 4 y raised to 2. And the last one is plus 5 by y raised to 4. Look here, y raised to 4 into y raised to 4 is a raised to m into a raised to n is a raised to m plus n. So y raised to 4 into y raised to 4, y raised to 8. And here y raised to 2 plus 4, y raised to 6 will get 5 into y raised to 4, y raised to 4. Then all things we will get inside. Then easily we can cancel this y raised to 4 by y raised to 4. Then the answer is 3 y raised to 4 minus 4 y square plus 5. Okay, do you understand? So this type of common things, common factors we have to take outside. So now I need to expand. The first case, at the beginning of this class we factorize all terms individually, irreducible terms. But here is we have a lot of things are there, so that we can consider the powers. Maximum powers how can we take? Maximum powers how can we take, that we can consider. Okay. Then so now we can see the next question. You see that 8 into, the 8 is take commonly outside, then no problem, x cube y square x square. Then we can consider this is one term. This is second term is x square y cube x square, sorry z square. Then third term is x square y square z cube. You can see that first one is cube, second one is cube, third one is cube. So you can see that we can consider as one term. Here we have three terms are there. Already 180 is commonly outside. Then what is we can take outside? What is the common thing we can, 8 we can take outside. Then x cube, what is the maximum power we can take outside? I think x square y square z square we can take it. Here is x square is there, y square is there, z square there. Then x square y square z square we take outside from all these three terms. All these three terms what we take outside, x square y square z square. So that from here we take a y square z square, then nothing is there. From x cube x square is take, then x is there. What about second one? X square z square gone, then what is y is there, y cube is there, so that y will remain there. Then last one what will be there, z will be there. Then what are the things we take out? X square y square and z square we took outside. Then x plus y plus z is the inside. Then divided by 4 into x square y square z square, which means x square into y square into z square. That we can cancel these all terms togetherly, we can cancel. Then x square y square z square togetherly we can cancel. Then 4 by 8 is 2. Then what is the answer? 2 into x plus y plus z. Do you understand? 2 into x plus y plus z. So look here, what are the things we take outside? Consider the maximum power we can take from these three terms. I think here x square is there, y square is there, z square is there. Then x square, y square, z square we take. Here is also x square, y square, z square we can take. x square, y square, z square we can take. So maximum power we can take from these all three terms. So we consider x square, y square, z square into bracket of, so remaining thing from the first term x will be there, second term y, third term z. So x plus y plus z. 8 by 4 is 2. The answer is 2 into x plus y plus z. So one more example, p cube into q raised to 6 minus p raised to 6 q raised to 3 all divided by p cube into q cube. So from these two, what is the common term? What is the maximum power we can take? I think p raised to 3 and q raised to 3 we can take, no? Because both of them have a p raised to 3 and a q raised to 3. So we can take a p cube, q cube, bracket of, then p raised to 3 we take outside. The remaining is q raised to 3 minus p raised to 6, then p raised to 3 we take outside, then p raised to 3 is there. Q raised to 3 already we take outside. Look here. When we multiply p raised to 3 into q raised to 3 into q raised to 3, q raised to 6. Here p cube into p cube, p raised to 6, and q raised to 3 into p cube, p raised to 6 into q cube. That will be there. So divided by p raised to 3 into q raised to 3. So these things we can cancel easily. Then the remaining is q raised to 3 minus p raised to 3. Okay, got it? I thought everybody understood the division of algebraic expressions. Monomial by a monomial, the factorization, division by polynomial by a polynomial. The two things we discussed. The remaining part we can discuss in the next class. So hope you all of you understood. Thank you. Practice other all questions from the exercise 14.3. Thank you. Have a nice day.